Tucked inside the Lawrence Academic Center at North Central College in Naperville, Illinois, there's a place where textbooks take a back seat and coffee is the curriculum. This is the Coffee Lab, a space powered by students, built around coffee, and designed to make a real-world impact, one cup at a time.
Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billions.
Now students are involved in designing packaging, roasting the coffee, packaging itself, figuring out how to make our systems work better. Our students are involved in every aspect of the business.
That's Professor Jerry Tallman, the founder of the Coffee Lab, a business with a global supply chain that also happens to be the only one of its kind in the entire country. Professor Tallman started it as a project back in 2005 to import coffee beans.
And so we started 20 years ago by just buying coffee from Guatemala and selling it as a fundraiser. And the reason that we were doing this is because the coffee prices at that time were the lowest they have been in history. And the coffee farmers were losing so much money. We were working with a group that would help pay them more.
Over the years, the Coffee Lab has evolved into what it is today, a fully operational bean-to-cup business, where beans are sourced from 8 different countries around the world. It gives students a chance to connect with suppliers and build relationships on a personal level.
I can tell you the names of either the person who works with the farmers directly or the farmers themselves, like Marianella in Costa Rica has a farm of her own, and she started it so she could help other people get coffee to the market. Ethiopia's Mercado is who we work with in Ethiopia.
The collaboration with farmers along with the hands-on experience that students get makes the Coffee Lab a one-of-a-kind business. It's the most far-reaching facility of its kind, running off of talents and expertise of students from all majors, faculty, and even industry professionals.
So we work across curriculum from our engineering department and our sciences, business, accounting, and marketing classes to use coffee as a learning tool, both here on campus but also in the field. So we have students that have traveled over to Guatemala in the anthropological areas, political science, social sciences, and other areas to talk about the cultural aspects of coffee and business and entrepreneurship, and how that interacts and intersects. We have
Amy Rogers is the operations manager at the lab. Along with the brewing and pouring fresh cups of coffee, the lab produces a whopping 1,500 pounds of roasted coffee beans per month, turning it into private labels and commercial orders, as well as selling it online and in cafes across campus.
We'll have students come in, they are going to weigh out and measure. We put 18 pounds into the bucket after it's roasted. And we do color code everything. Got different buckets here, we've got different color lids. Our raw beans are all going to go into white buckets. And then the different lids are going to mean different origins. So yellow is our Peru, which is for one of our private labels. Orange over here is going to be our decaf. Those are ones we really want to make sure are separate. Blue is going to be our Guatemala, which is our original and our primary bean. And then some of the others, purple will be our whiskey. So we do a barrel age. So we put raw beans into the barrel, and then we will roast it about 30 to 60 days is the aging process for that.
From weighing and roasting, designing packaging, and even filling Keurig cups by hand, students do it all. Every cup of coffee is a blend of innovation, entrepreneurship, and collaboration. But it's a lot more than a cup of coffee. It's a global supply chain, a business, a classroom, a mission, and a one-of-a-kind learning environment that has a role for everyone. It's the Coffee Lab at North Central College, where students don't just come up with ideas, they brew them.